Welcome to Transcend. Is it a full house? Do we have a full house?
Yes.
What? Okay. Oh my gosh, so good to see everyone's face, minus Surinel, but I'm trusting she's gonna come online. Um, I would love, there's like there's like a couple things that are like bubbling that I want to share. So let me get through that, and then I want to bring up Virginia because I really got pinged last night when I read your message. So we'll start with Virginia if everyone's cool with that. But what I want to share is there's so much happening at the same time. Y'all, I have the book launch coming up, the training coming up, which is finally we secured the space in Sedona. And I'm really excited. I want you all to put in your calendar November 11th to the 14th. Make sure you get there on the 10th because we're starting early on the 11th. Um, I've never been more proud of how I'm handling all of it. My capacity is being stretched in real time in so many different ways. Sure, Shirley. Perfect. So we have alchemy training, which is happening in November. And I made a decision of not doing retreats until after, which was a really big thing for me to let go of because the retreats are just as much medicine for me as for the participants. And so that was like a lot of like reorienting around that. But I'm trusting what I'm seeing and how it's unfolding. So we got our location, we have our dates confirmed. I'm really excited about that. The book launch is happening. Really excited about that. They're going to be together. So the people that are actually at the event will have the first hard copies. So excited. If you're a Sacred Alchemy grad, which you all are, you'll have a like VIP discount. There's going to be a Sacred Alchemy discount. You guys will have like also an extra discount on that with Transcend founders, but you'll also have like a 2 week window where you'll be able to apply a certain discount for a bring a friend. So you'll have 2 weeks to bring in people at that rate. So that's going to be exciting. I have been playing with so many different aspects of the creativity and how I want to put it out there from the teasers and the trailers and the visuals. And how do you explain alchemy through visuals, you know? So I've been in this like question mark of what and how to put that out there. But I wanted to say this because we're all moving through different seasons of our lives and we're all in this Jupiter and Leo invitation that Jupiter expands everything it touches, and it's in Leo for 13 months. And irrespective of what astrology you have, Jupiter in Leo is about you taking the front and center stage of your life, you fully inhabiting the woman that you really are in this world, radiating your light, following that yes, moving with courage in the pursuit of what your heart is saying yes to. And that can be vulnerable, that can be confronting, because a lot of people are not used to following the yes. They're used to following the challenges, the circumstances, at times even over identifying with the struggle in itself as the yes. But this next 13 months is about really challenging yourself to continuously ask, what does a life that is a full yes feel like in my body? What is a yes now? What is a yes now? What is a yes? Like following that yes, even if it is confronting, challenging, scary, vulnerable, and trusting that that yes is leading you somewhere that probably won't make sense to the logical brain, but your soul knows exactly where it's taking you. We're also getting ready for the eclipses coming in hot next month. So expect changes, detours, things happening. This is all to reorient us into our deeper alignment with our destiny, our fate. And so we'll have tons of time to prepare for that. This month, we're going to have 5 sessions because in August, we will not have one session. So I just want to make you all aware of what's happening. We're going to have 5 sessions, 4 sessions with me, one with JD, and then in August, we'll have 2 sessions with me and one with the guest expert. Okay. All right. I feel complete. Is there anything? Okay. Yeah. All right, Virginia, talk to us. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing better today. Sarnell and I, we went to work out together, went to the gym together. And that was, thank God that you said something so right now, because I was just like in bed about to hit the snooze button, to spiral down. Um, like oh my- how I shared yesterday, and with you, Michelle, like I kind of snapped, and basically said everything that I wanted to say, and it was like a big release of everything that I've been holding on. And then I was like, shit, I should have never said that, you know. So that I had my therapy session, and she clarified a lot of things for me. Um, I'm reading the New Earth right now. She asked if I can read that, and I'm doing Judge my neighbor, making myself aware of my thoughts and my what I've been subconsciously committed to, which the microdose brought up a lot of like rejection around my dad, and that intensified a lot. So I when I microdosed yesterday, I felt it a lot. But lately, I have 8 months. I have 8 months, but I haven't been holding on to every deal that I come across. I probably make about $20,000 already in deals, and all of them have fall through. And I can't continue to do this. I can't continue to like go all the way to the finish line, sign all the contracts, have the lease ready for it to sign, and then the tenant turns around and doesn't want to move in or something happens. I just feel like I'm going up and down, up and down, up, and it's frustrating. Because I'm freaking out now that I know he said, he got angry. He was like, I'm not gonna pay, the rent by the end of the year, which I don't know what that means because from what I've known, like there is child support that needs to be paid, and this is what's owed, what he's paying right now. So I don't know if he's saying that out of fear or he's asking for more time with the baby after the 1 year so that he can get out of child support. Um, so that's my fear. And I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm freaking out, and the freak out has me panic and not see clearly a vision or anything because I feel like I'm like slowly drowning, you know? So and that's also what I've been learning about myself is that that's one of my commitments. I've been really committed to still being in shock and not really standing on my vision and moving forward. And I've been judging myself for that. So I the argument in the art within the arguments of me and Giovanni, I brought up, like the family situation. The vacation timing, right? You asked me to go on vacation, and I asked him, I was like, I would like to go on vacation, and these 2 days, I'd like it'll be your weekend plus 2 days, and then next year we can alternate days, and we can I can choose the dates. And he basically said no, that I have to follow the agreement. And I said, that's not fair. You know, why can't I choose dates? This year you chose the dates. Why can't I choose the dates? And basically said he says that he has his other agreement with his baby mom, and he has to follow that agreement because he can't make her do anything. And I said, well, there has to be a way where we can all, alternate dates. And so we can all choose fairly. And he just kept reiterating, well, we're not together and we have to do the best that we can for the baby. And I brought up his family and he brought up my family. And it was just like a whole, like, it's literally like I never did work on myself. I got so angry. I said everything that I wanted to say. And I'm just so embarrassed now. And, I'm just ready to just, it feels good to say what I wanted to say, but damn, like, I'm like, oh my God, like, I feel really, really bad. So this is where I'm at right now. And I joined the Yap Challenge, which, like, I'm so excited about this, and and showing up online more. And now it's like I go up here and then it's like collapse. I go up here and then it's like collapse. And so I don't know. I don't know.
This is exactly what I was pinged to. This roller coaster within your nervous system where you're going through this like highs and lows, and it's even mirrored in the relationship. And in relationships, they call it a love addiction, which is like brutal as meth to the body,
Mhm.
where it's these high peaks and then there's these low crashes. And it's a chaotic nervous system. It's a nervous system that's like really anxious and fearful. Okay, so I want to just hold space for that. This isn't you. This is your body that has been conditioned and patterned over time to be a slave to the mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is really important for you to start to create space between you and the trickster, the adaptive child. Because the adaptive child is going to say a whole bunch of shit, and then the nervous system is going to respond to that. It's like one bad thought can take you into this spiral. And V, I need you to hear this, Virginia. This happens to the best of us, to all of us. I have done 2 decades of personal work, transformation, shamanic training, certifications up the wazoo. And there are moments where JD or his mother will bring out the crazy, okay, in me. And I understand the shame that you feel right after because you're just like, what the fuck? Why did, like, I should be better. I should know better. I shouldn't let myself give away my power like that. This is normal. And you got to start to hold space for that little girl that is lashing out for all the moments that she couldn't. This has nothing to do with Geo. I know it seems like it is, but this is deep, deep family origin, ancestral trauma. Your little girl that was wounded, that was abandoned, that felt betrayed by her parents, her mom or dad in different ways. You have been through a lot, but you gotta start now utilizing your tools,
Mhm.
leaning into your tools. Because what I started to notice is that when JD and I were very chaotic, the more I allowed myself to vent and emotionally dump, the more the nervous system's pattern were reinforced. Because it's almost like there's a trauma that's being triggered that you're not really holding space for. You're just trying to get it out. And you got to bring yourself to the point where you freaking cry within, like you're holding your pain. You cry, you say the things. I'm actually happy that you said to Gio the things that you've been needing to say, even though it came out the wrong way, and we'll work on that. But there's a part of you that has been so suppressed in this dynamic because you've been so afraid of losing him. And so this part of you needed to come out, was going to come out sooner or later because he wasn't going to stop in his power play with you. And it's not going to stop until he does his work. So he was always for real about not paying the rent at the end of the year. You knew that. I've witnessed
Mhm.
it. He was very clear. You have money saved,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
You have money that comes in from your VA,
Mhm.
right? Worst case, you know that the VA has programs and things in place where they would never let you go homeless.
Mhm.
Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that. But it's just it's my thing is that I hear you, but it's not that's not what it is. He needs there is like
We will get to that, but I need you to first own what Virginia has
right.
control over,
Yeah.
which is Virginia has savings. You have savings. You are working. We'll
Mhm.
work on the clients following through. We'll talk about that in a second. But you are working. You have savings. Right now, you have how many months left in the lease?
There's 8 months in the lease.
That's a big runway to continue to save.
Mhm.
Okay? You have money coming in from your VA, you have money coming in from your properties,
Mhm.
right? You are in a position that many single moms would dream of. I need you to hear that. You're
Mhm.
in a position that a lot of single moms would dream of. But there's a part of you that keeps associating when you don't get what you want and when you don't get it right away, like everything is on fire, like everything is crumbling. And so I want you to create space from your trickster and the real truth that, like, you're good. And let me eliminate all of that shit. Let me eliminate the savings, the things that you have coming in, the work. Let me eliminate all of that shit. Do you believe in God?
I do. Yeah.
Do you believe that God has this planet in perfect, like it's being held
Yeah.
in this perfect way?
Yeah.
Do you believe that your heart is going to continue pumping no matter what I say?
Yeah.
Do you believe that you're going to be able to eat and your organs are going to do what they do with the food and you're going to be all right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a living divine intelligence that is animating every part of you, including every strand of hair. God has you. You don't need fucking Geo. You don't need fucking anybody. God has you. And God will have your back. You will get the money when you need it. You will have the rent paid when it needs to be paid. God will provide the resources for you to live well so that Aziel can also be well. Do you believe that?
No, fully.
That's the part we got to work on. That's the part, Virginia, that we got to work on. Because I need you to believe that with every blink of an eye, with every breath you take. God didn't forget you. God has you. You have no idea the plans that God has for you. A year from now, we're going to be laughing at all this shit. You have no idea the plans God has for you. So that's the part that I want you to work on. The source of my abundance comes from source. The source of my money comes from God. Everything I have comes from God. Even my breath. So we're going to begin a deep reprogramming of restoring your faith and your connection to that supply. So I want you to, like, when you're microdosing, especially when you're not, I want you to set the intention, like, God, show me. Help me build like the most solid connection to you. Show me that you are the source of my money and my abundance. Show me who I need to become to be deeply a conduit of money. And I want you to start to, like, interrupt the fucking thoughts, interrupt the trickster, interrupt the trickster. Like, you could do EFT, you could do breath work, but I want you to, like, even when you're walking, even when you're blinking, laying in the bed, I'll literally say, like, with every blink of an eye, I'm becoming the woman that I'm meant to be. Literally. I say that when I'm going through it. With every step I take, I'm becoming the woman that I'm meant to be. I'm becoming the woman God designed me to be. With every blink of an eye. Like, think of, like, how deeply I am reprogramming my subconscious. Like, it is on automatic. Every blink of an eye, I'm becoming the woman God designed me to be. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the part we got to work on, because you are projecting all of your power to Geo, to the clients, to the contracts that didn't go through. And that is not the source of your power. And I believe this is the hit that I got last night. I believe that everything is happening in this way because God is like, nope, 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 nope. Not until you get right with me. Not until you get that I am the source of you. You don't get to make Geo the middleman here. You don't get to make those clients the ones that you project your power onto. It is you and I. That's what I hear Spirit saying. And I get it, it's scary, but it's also stripping you of all the bullshit that you've attached to your self-worth. And it's also fucking powerful because that means Spirit has big plans for you. That Spirit's like removing everything from you, bringing you in closer so that He can fully integrate you into what it designed you to be. Powerful. But you gotta choose it. And when you're in it, you gotta, like, whew, I surrender these thoughts. Right now I'm feeling anxious. Right now I'm feeling scared. Right now I feel like Geo has more power than me right now over my livelihood, over my situation. I'm feeling a lot of scarcity. Like, I want you to practice the tools, whether it's EFT, whether it's breath work, where you're getting real with God. God, I am feeling so scared today. I'm feeling anxious today. I am surrendering all of these emotions to you. I am like, what the fuck? I'm surrendering this contempt that I'm feeling with Gio. I'm surrendering this frustration that I'm feeling with my these clients falling through, and I trust you, Spirit. I trust that you're guiding me. Use every part of me. I know that you're guiding me. Show me. Show me the easiest path. Show me who I am when all I am is you. That's what I want you to focus on. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. It's just like I'm making an excuse. I already thought the thought.
Good catch. But that's how sneaky the thought is. And that's why we got to create space between ourselves and the trickster. Because right now you're so enmeshed with the trickster that you don't know who's who.
Mhm.
But you did it right now. And so remember, the thoughts on are you. Your thoughts are the programming. The real you is the one listening to your thoughts. That's the real you.
Mhm.
And every thought is a prayer. Every word spoken has prophetic power.
Mhm.
So, spirit, what would it look like to make money easy? What would it look like to not hustle for these clients all the way? I know you're the source of my abundance, so show me. Show me what that looks like to fully receive you. And notice how I don't want to get into the practical because I don't want your ego to like hustle around that. I just want you to stay in the faith and the energetics because that's a big muscle right now that gets to be restored. Follow the yes. Don't even worry about Geo. We got 8 months to figure that out and a whole lifetime, 18 years with Aziel, co-parenting. But I want you with, right now, it's you and God, you and Spirit, you and the Divine Mother. Be with us and also like Spirit gets to like show you who you are in your power because you're powerful, limitless. You've just been giving your power away. So let's not focus on Geo. We'll discuss that on next week. Right now, I want you to pour into you. I want you to pour into building this muscle of restoring your faith and your connection to spirit and following that yes. That yes. What is that yes? What feels good right now? What feels good right now? You're good. Rent is going to be paid. You got money. You have your car. If you need to do something, your son is healthy. Thank God. You're healthy. The rest, bonus. Cherry on Sundays.
Mhm. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you feel complete? Do you feel clear on what the assignment is?
Lean in on God more and create space between my thoughts, me and my thoughts.
And the reprogramming. Use mine every blink of an eye. I'm becoming the woman that I know that I am or that God designed me to be. Every step I take. Like when you go into that fearful scarcity mode, bring the mantra in, bring the mantra in, bring the mantra in. Or sit and do a EFT. Go for a walk. Go work out with Sorinel. Go hang out at Sorinel's apartment. Help her move out. Help her pack. Focus out. Focus out. But as you're tending to that overflow that we've been talking about and receive and be seen. Okay?
Mhm.
Lots of different assignments. So see how quick you can catch the thought and bring back the truth.
Okay.
And we got you.
Okay.
You're not alone. We got you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you too.
All right. Thank you, Virginia, for kicking us off. Who would like to go next?
Can I go?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Oof, that was so powerful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, it's good to see everyone. Okay, so some things that have been on my mind. Um, so I started the YAP challenge. Just day one, I still have to do today, but I really enjoyed it, really resonated with me. And I was talking to Virginia about that. It just felt different. Uh, and I think a lot of what you were saying to Virginia also resonated with me a lot about just things that I want and things that I continue to hold back um, because of fear, I guess. And yeah, so that was really clear just now. I think two things that I want to bring up are so when we participated in Receive and Be Seen with the father conversation, that was really hurtful. Um, so like, yeah, it was really painful. And I cried and I was like opening my eyes. I was like, is anyone else like I was like trying to be subtle about it, but just like my tears are falling down my face. But oof, that was really, really painful. And I think, of course, I need to unpack that more. And for some reason, the flower that is coming out of this for some like is my connection with my mom. So I think after that whole experience, I called my mom again just to see how she was doing because it's been really hot. And I was like, right, just to make sure she's okay. And we spoke again for like an hour and a half. And that is something that I really want to work on. And I was asking her so many questions about my father. And she was always so kind growing up about like, make sure you see your dad, like, regardless of whatever happened, he's your dad, and she never ever said anything like overly negative. Um, I knew he was like out of control, but I just never knew the details because everyone loved him, but he was never there for my sister and he was never there for my mom. So, yeah, yesterday, I was like, Mom, like, literally, I want to know the day you came to this country, what happened, and I want to start recording our conversations. And then I asked her, like, when did you meet Dad? How? And I was, yeah, like and then she was really, really honest and shared her deep pain about how shitty he was. And that was, it's like after his death, I feel like she now, and still, she still is very conservative about it because because she's just like so thankful of my sister and I. Um, but he did so many mean things, and sorry, someone's at the door. 1 second.
The
I'm
timing. Sure. Whew. I was actually getting emotional hearing her. I felt like there is a gift in that for me that I'll share after she completes. Is that the hubby?
said that he was gonna go out to dinner with his friend, so I thought he was gonna go straight to from work. I was
That's
like, hello,
so
I'm in a
good.
session. He was like, oh my God, should I go? Okay, sorry. That is great timing because he's such a great person. So yeah, it was just so, I don't know, it felt so wonderful to just hear my mom be super duper honest, and but I felt so hurt by it, and yeah, so I'm still trying to work through that. It's just like someone, I don't, it felt almost like someone that I really, really love died. Like I felt just a deep sadness about it yesterday. And I feel so bad for my mom, like it hurts me so much that my mom went through that. So, um, that's that part. But I think it's also beautiful that we're getting closer, around that particular area. And I think the only other thing that is just like I really need to work on is my spending.
Okay, finally. I've been
I
waiting
don't
for
know
this
how to
one.
manage
I
my
didn't want to
money.
burst your bubble, but I've been waiting for this one. Tell us
Yeah.
more.
Um, like, I pay for my bills and all of that. I'm responsible and I have a like good credit score. But I have debt that I should not have, because I just buy shit that you had mentioned this in one of your videos, or like I don't know where, but I was just like, yeah, that's for me. But I don't know, I just like buy random shit, like just clothes, and I feel like I see things on Instagram of women wearing something. I'm like, oh, I wanna that's on sale, I want to get it. And I do want to do a better job of like dressing up more, because or just and I have clothes. It's just I don't know. I'm going through a weird thing, and I've been going through a weird thing, but then I just keep overworking because I say to myself, oh yeah, like I just use my yoga money for that, or like um, but I had to change my wheels this past weekend and it was like $900. And like I had money saved, but I was like, damn, I this could have felt like lighter on me if I didn't buy this, buy that. It's just really stupid and I need to work on it and I need to budget and I have a problem. Yeah.
Okay, so the problem isn't as bad as you think, okay?
Mhm.
But I've been feeling into this truth for quite some time, and I needed you to actually say it so we can go there. But I want you to see how Spirit is working through these two things that are actually very similar, okay? The Father Gate is the structure that receives money. It's like the container that calls it in and holds it. And when there's a father wound, the wealth leaks. You can't hold it. You spend it. It comes in and you're already thinking about all the things that you want to buy, and before you know it, you're like one third away from like being spent out. It's done. That's a father wound. And so the fact that you started with the father and then you went into like, okay, I have a spending problem. Let's talk about this. It's the same thing. Okay. So there's something that I want to tell you in a very delicate way. It is easy for us to feel a lot of compassion and empathy for what our parents went through. But be careful with the part of you that isn't holding your mom as a strong, powerful queen. She picked her choice. She chose this man. She chose to choose what she had and she put up with what she had, and it is her karmic destiny and it's her path. And the best way that we can start to really honor her and honor ourselves as the daughter is by honoring her choices. Her choices have led her to become the person that she is today. And she's a wonderful mom. She's not perfect, but she's wonderful to you. And she would like, she adores you. And she's so proud of you. And so it's like we get to individuate our moms as our moms because they are their own main character. The moment you hold her in the pity party, and I feel so bad and I feel terrible, and I'm sorry that she went through that, and I'm like hurting for her, that's where we gotta like move out of thinking that we know more than her and God and the choices that were made. Because there's a bigger arc here unfolding, and you're just a sequence. Think of it like marathon, like you're in a relay race and you're passing the baton. She's running her race. You're running her race. Her mother ran her race. And that path gets to be deeply honored as each person being their main character and you trusting that even in the choices you may not agree with, they're still developing her. You get what I mean? And so that's the first part where I want you to create some breathing space between you and mom and hold her in her power. And also the past is done, right? She's not going through it right now. But like seeing her as like, wow, the courage to have loved a man, the courage to have put up with the things that she put up in the name of love, the courage to also walk away, the courage to like still be here standing strong and proud. Those are the things that I want you to anchor. Okay? And then surrendering her to God, surrendering her journey to God, surrendering her healing, her heart, her becoming to spirit. Okay? Now, with your dad, so he passed how long ago?
It will be 2 years this November.
Yeah. Okay. But what happened on the third year, the year that he passed? Like the year before he passed?
He was slowly dying. I think he had gone to the Dominican Republic, got really sick, and so he had been getting sick.
So he wasn't really like present that last year.
No, I mean, we went to visit him and stuff, but he was never really present like that. I think he tried, but he didn't know how to sustain it. And then I didn't know how to sustain it.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm hearing all of this started 3 years ago. And I don't know what they mean by that. But there's like a separation and almost like a power dynamic that got reenacted where you thought, not that you looked down on him, but you judged him for his choices. Okay? Does that resonate?
Absolutely. I think I know that I've struggled throughout our relationship, because like I would try and then I would feel like I'm being let down. And so it's been like a cycle of that where, and then at one point I was like, I'm giving up on this. But then, yeah, so it's been like a cycle of trying to build a relationship that it's hard to build because
Yeah.
we don't have one, really. We never had one like that.
Yeah. So I was feeling a lot of emotion when you were sharing because you're in a really interesting moment in your life where if you really work on integrating the father wound and opening up the father gate, like your life is going to speed up. It's going to be really, really fast how you move through this. And so, what I'm hearing is to write him a letter, really saying all the things that you wanted to say. And the last page, and the 3 pages, the last page is like you anchoring forgiveness, you asking for forgiveness, you also forgiving him, you surrendering him, and you asking that now him in the spirit world, he truly blesses you. His soul doesn't feel welcomed.
Because it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for saying that out loud. Yeah. And he wants to be there for you. He's made a lot of mistakes and he made other things that were stupid a priority. But he only could give you what he was given, which was very little. And it's like he didn't know how to be around you because you turned out so well and so different from him and his family. I need you to hear that. He's really proud of you. So we're going to write that letter. And on the 3rd page, you're going to anchor forgiveness both ways. I forgive you for this. I forgive you for that. I ask for your forgiveness for judging you and for thinking I know better than you in your own choices. And I'm sorry that I wasn't able to create space for you. And I forgive you for not creating space and presence and protecting me and being there for me the way I wanted you to be. And I forgive you for what you've done to my mom, for the pain you caused her. And I pray that you both heal. And I uplift you. I uplift you in this moment. Okay? And after you write that letter, and you're going to cry, Sornell, and it's okay. Welcome the tears. I want you to fold it and I want you to place it somewhere. Have you created an altar at home?
I do have an altar, and it's funny that you bring it up because I had pictures of like some of my family members that had passed, and then my dad was there, and there's this picture, and then I removed everyone that has passed. Then there's a picture of my sister and I when we were younger, and I'm crying in it. And every time I see it, I was like, I have to get rid of it. Like, why am I having a baby picture of me crying and she's holding me? Um,
So let's change that picture ASAP.
I think about it literally every day. But yes, I do have an altar that I need to give more love to, but I have one.
Okay, so water, flowers, a candle, a picture of you. I wouldn't put pictures of ancestors unless it's an ancestor altar, and that's separate from your spirit altar. But I want you to put the letter there in that envelope, maybe hide it underneath something, and on his birthday, open it, and then you choose whether you want to burn it or not. Okay? Okay. Believe it or not, a lot of that process is going to support you in not leaking your energy. Okay? Because it's a lot of ancestral trauma behind you feeling safe in holding money. All right? But on the practical level, what I want you to start holding yourself accountable is monthly money dates. So every month you're going to have a money date with yourself and you're going to track spending, income, and then you're going to set a monthly savings goal. Okay? And think of it like this is a promise to your little girl. You're going to do something with it, you don't know what, and you set the amount. And so then every time you're on Amazon or wherever you shop, girl, this is the other piece that I want you to add to it. You're going to get a piece of jewelry that you already own, ideally a bracelet or a ring. All of my rings are symbolic, they all hold a promise. And so you're going to choose something that you're going to wear so that when you see it, you're reminded of this savings goal. And I want you to name it. Like this is my queen ship savings goal. This is like my queen era. Like whatever you the goddess goal, like whatever you want to anchor it in. I'm saving X amount every month. I'm stretching myself. I'm reducing my budget of spending without having a budget. And this ring or this bracelet, something that you're always going to have on you, is the reminder for the next 40 days. Okay. I would invite it to do it 90 days so that you can see your money stacking and then watch what happens in your body. And let's play with that.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. My pleasure. So good. I got pinged when Sorna was sharing, and I got emotional because you guys, that is my book. Like at the end of every chapter, there is like an experiential journey that the reader is going on where you are interviewing family members and you're like sitting in the ancestral field and like really tapping into like the stories, the memories. So I'm like, oh my God, thank you for modeling that for me. Whew, okay. Who's next? Yeah,
Can I
sure.
go? So,
Excuse me.
so many things. I'm all over the place and focused at the same time. That's even possible. Um, my mom just turned 93.
How was it? How was the celebration?
It was beautiful.
Oh,
And yeah, it's just beautiful. It's a blessing. And with that, I notice I'm getting better, but I lose my shit, but not for like I used to. I used to have like yell loud and slam things, and I feel bad. So, but it still comes up. Like when she asks me to do things, I'm just like, and I'm like, I still have her, but I still feel like that. So, any tips on that? How not to?
who are we flipping on? Your mother or your sister?
No, on her, on my mom. Like
Okay.
she'll
Hmm.
shame her. I'm like, that stinks. Why are you doing that? Like her pads or diapers and shit. And she asked me to
Does she
hang
look
up the
like you?
garbage.
Do you look like her?
No, I'm my dad. I look like my
Okay.
dad. But
Hmm.
I have a lot of my mom's weird shit that she does.
What is it that you flip about? What is it that gets triggered?
I just
I just like die laughing. I love it.
because she knows my mom. I mean, I love her. She's amazing. And I don't
What
like
triggers
she's
you?
like she's always still, I'm 100 years old and she's still telling me how to do things like wash it this way, don't go wash your hands, just things like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't say that out loud, but I my actions are like that.
Ooh, there's a couple ways we can go this. So Moms will do that. Mom knows exactly what to do to press the buttons of your little girl. In fact, we as women will regress around our moms. It's inevitable because there's a little girl in us that has so many incomplete stories. So when she's doing her thing, your little girl is being activated and being like, ah, can I just get the thing that I actually want from you, which is love, appreciation, acknowledgement.
Yes.
But she can't give you that because she's never given it to herself.
Wow.
Imagine being in that body. She's never given it to herself. So you have two choices. You can really integrate the baggage that you've inherited from her and not knowing how to acknowledge yourself and not fully celebrating yourself. Or we can take it on and start to heal at a deep cellular ancestral level where you're like mirroring back to her how you want to be treated at that age by your son when you're old and fussy and controlling and wanting to tell Jaden all the things. How do you want to be treated? Even in your craziness. Because you're going to be fussy too, especially when you can't walk. Girl, when you can't get out, you're going to be miserable at moments. So it's a rite of passage to be able to create a space for her to be held in a way that you want to model for your son. And you're also healing her and giving her things that she never, ever, ever, ever gave herself or you or anyone around you. So at 93, you said, or 92?
3.
93. This is like an elder. Like I would be so curious. I'd be doing exactly what Soranel said. Like I'd be interviewing her. I'd be asking her all kinds of questions from like the moment that she got birth. Like what is her earliest memory? Tell me about like when you first fell in love. Was it dad? Come on, be real. Like I would be inquisitive and like Inspector Gadget asking her 1,001 questions every time, getting her to talk about herself, getting to relive her memories and her stories, and treating those stories as like wisdom, where you're recording it and you're like, without her knowing, obviously, but you're like getting her to speak and getting her to share and getting her to relive her past and getting her to tell her stories so that she feels complete with them. What were your teenage years like? What did you love to do as a child? Do you even remember that? Like, talk to me about your childhood. How was your mom when you were growing up? How was your relationship with your sisters? What did you love about your mom? What did you love about your dad? What did you hate? Like, were you naughty? Like, what did you like? The more you start to break the monotony of her world right now, because what she's doing by nagging you is she's still trying to feel significant. She's trying to feel meaningful. She's trying to feel important. And you can't knock her for doing that at 93. It's like, oh, God bless you. Okay. Okay,
Amen.
mom. All right, you want me to wash it like that? All right, fine. Like, I would just be yesing her.
All right. Yeah, I did. The other day we did sit down last night, I think. We talked for almost an hour. She was going on about her mom's mom, and I was like, wow, it was
More of that.
fucking
More of that.
fascinating. But one thing, she was everything to her is so hard. Like, are you sure you want to go to Grass Valley? It's going to be hard. And I'm like, Mom, it's a wonder I didn't inherit that from her because I'm opposite. I'm like, if it's hard, I'm fucking gonna go through that goddamn wall. What, right? And then my sister's like, yep. And then she was in the mirror saying, "You're ugly" to herself. And I wasn't there. My sister told me, and I was like, dang, for real? But anyways,
Oh my,
So I asked her, I said, Mom, where did you get this hard thing? Was your mom like that? And she cut me off. She's like, stop it. I'm like, God, I just want to know when did that start?
yeah, but you're doing it from coaching your mom. And you know, rule number one, we don't coach our family.
All right.
We don't
The
coach
fuck,
our
I want to
moms.
know.
We don't coach our families. We can hold space, but that question was like, let me fix you.
But how do I, okay, so how would you, I just want to know
If she's like, if everything is hard for her, be like, you know what's hard?
everything.
Give her like a weight of like 25 pounds. This is hard. Can you lift that? Like, I would just turn it into a joke. I would
All
deflect
right.
the intention. If she's like, are you sure you want to go to Grass Valley? Because it's hard. And you're like, I know, Mom. It's going to be so hard. But you know what else is true? It's going to be so much fun. And I would take hard and fun all day, every day. So get ready because we are going. And then I would
Okay.
walk away.
Okay. That's good.
The thing that's happening, Shirley, is that when she goes into that mode, little Shirley comes up. And little Shirley's like, I'm grown. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me it's hard. I make my rules. You know what I mean? But it's like, babe, she is 93 years old. The years left of her beautiful soul on this planet are, who knows? I don't even want to say what I'm hearing, but it's like, you don't know how long you have. You don't. And so, fucking turn every snarky remark into like a joke or just a validator. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think you're right. It's gonna be hard, but we don't know if it's gonna be hard. We're gonna find out. How about that? So get ready. What do you need? I'm gonna start packing. I love you, and walk away.
Yeah, I do that to her almost every day. I come up to her and I'm like, my queen, you're beautiful. I love you. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'll do more of that and less of the snapping.
yeah. Keep your teen in check. Your teenager's like dying to like spiral.
Seriously. But that's my payback because I was like her when I was a teen. That's why I'm like, thanks for the payback. Awesome.
So have fun with it. When your mom leaves this plane, how do you want to tell the story in hindsight? That these last few years you lived it how? You want to focus on her snappy remarks on how hard it is, or do you want to focus on like this lady is a trip, yo?
She is. She's legend. She's like, fuck. She's the last of her siblings and she's just, yeah. She has one more, but she's
Get as
outliving.
many matriarch stories from her. Get all her stories. And don't do it from like, where did you get that from? Where did this whole hard thing start? Don't coach her.
Okay.
But just be like, Mom,
Right.
I'm so curious about how, I have so many questions. I want to write a book about you. Like, would you be open to that? Like get her in the vibe where she feels important in different ways. Because that's what she's longing for.
Okay.
So good. Do you feel complete?
I do. And I just want you guys to know my guy is hired. It's coming. He already edited like two. He's gonna help me with my socials, my beacon. So that's good. That's rolling. Stan and I are moving again. He got a job. He has a job um into this amazing brand new townhome. So it'll be, I won't work on Mondays. It's good. It's gonna be more, I won't be all over the place
Nice,
like I
nice.
was. Like I'm working here or there. It's gonna be set days and
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's all
love
happening.
this.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
all,
I can't wait to see this podcast thing. I can't. I know it's
yeah,
happening.
me too. And I'm excited. So you won't be able to tell me nothing in a minute. So just let me know.
Let's go. And I'm celebrating Stan and this new chapter of stability and just like really locking in. I'm
Yes,
excited
that
for
was a challenge, but thanks to you because I wasn't freaking out over it. I kept holding him in his higher self and light, and instead of worrying like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen, and helping him, I'm like, he has it, he's gonna handle it.
So good.
So yeah,
Awesome.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Shirley. Love you, girl. Oh my God, I just feel so much love right now. I feel like we're going so deep. I love it. This is where I thrive. Okay. So Renelle says, I will need to hop on my phone for this call, but I will be on. Beautiful. Awesome. All right. Who is next? Kelly or Ida? Kelly?
I mean, I feel like everybody shares or like relating to me right now. I like I feel like I'm in the void right now is what I feel like. Like that's the word that like I don't know. But then everybody's like sharing about their mom, and that's like something that's been coming up for me a lot lately is I've been feeling really distant from my mom. She's working for her husband right now, like full time. And I mean, they're really busy right now. So, but I just, like, even when I get on the phone with her, it almost feels like she doesn't want to be on the phone. And I don't know how to like connect with her. And, um, and like, when I try to like go visit her, she always like turns me like, oh, don't come. Like the day I'm supposed to come, she's like, no, don't come. I don't want you to come. And she definitely got that from her mother, my grandmother, of like not wanting to be a burden. And she was like, you travel all the time. And I don't know. I don't know. And I worry about her and what you were saying to Sornell about like not holding her and her queen. Like like I have been like worrying about her and her working too much. And she just seems tired to me. And like she's in her mid 70s and she should be like retired and enjoying her life. And I don't know. I just worry about her. So like that's been coming up. And then just yeah, I just feel like I'm in this like void space where almost like since 2021 I like that was about the time that I started like hearing this calling that I didn't understand. And I feel like I've spent like the past 5 years trying to understand this calling and like look for mentors and courses and work on myself. And I feel like that journey is kind of sort of coming to an end. Like I'll always be a student, and I'll always, but I feel like that searching is no longer necessary. And it almost feels like when you like train for a marathon and then you run the marathon and then afterwards you're like, well, what the fuck do I do with myself now? Like that's kind of what I feel like. And it's just like I like what you were saying with Virginia, like that trusting God. Like I have a lot of scarcity coming up right now. I spent a lot of money the first of the year, and all the money I spend is like on my business, on my mission, on, and like I'm kind of sitting here like, wow, I've really like neglected on this like my pleasure. And um so anyway, that's kind of where I am.
Oh my God. This is so good because this is Jupiter and Leo, by the way. Like
Is it?
everything you just said is Jupiter and Leo. It's like, but what about my pleasure? Like, okay, we're done. We're done with the working and trying to perfect our craft. Like,
Yeah.
now I just want to live and have
Yeah.
fun and play. This is all Jupiter and Leo. So you are right on time, girl.
Okay.
Let's start with your mom.
Mm-hmm.
I love that a lot of the things that I said to Sornel really feel resonant. It is about individuating her as the main character of her story. Like she has made her choices, and you have no idea what spirit intends to do with her and is
Mm-hmm.
doing through her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have no idea the role that she's playing in the roles that she's doing. She might be bringing a lot of healing to the people that she's working with or working
Mm-hmm.
for. Like she might be like this is probably God expanding her capacity so that she can live longer.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm like scared of the opposite.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
And so what you can do is surrender her to spirit through your prayers, through your intention. It's like, Spirit, I know you have her. Guide her, uplift her, like have her become the woman that you designed her for. The more you surrender her, the more you're returning her power.
Mhm.
Because in the whole I think I know what's best and she shouldn't be working and she should be da da da, you're literally giving away your power but also holding her small,
Mhm.
right? And so there's something happening that is beyond what you can understand as a daughter that's been judging her journey for a long time.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's one. Two, this is the biggest one. Can you be vulnerable enough to ask for what you need from her? And this is where you can invite your little rebel teen and just fucking show up
Mhm.
once a month. Be like, I'm here. I want to see you. Do I need to like come in and be a customer for like 30 minutes so you can see your daughter?
Mhm.
And then show up once a month or once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks. You set the cadence. But then you're going to be training her like, listen, if you don't create space for me, I'm just going to barge in and check in because I miss you. And when you have her face to face, it's like, Mom, I miss you.
Mhm.
I want us to spend a little bit of time together. And so my request is that we go on a trip together once a year, that I come over once a month and that you come over once a month. Like what? And if you don't want to travel to me, like I'll come to you.
Yeah.
Miss you.
Yeah. I don't think she wants to try. The traffic here has gotten so crazy, it stresses her out.
Yeah. So come to her.
Hmm.
You'll enjoy the road trip. It'll be great for you to
Hmm.
come back to pleasure and road tripping and all that. But my point is like, don't make it about, and this is for everybody, don't make it about you shouldn't be working, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't do this. Like I'm worried about you. No, no, no. Unless you see something that's really off, your job is to continue to feed her power, uplift her, see her thriving, visualize her thriving, so that she can like take that energy and run with. That's the greatest gift we can give people is to see them in our minds thriving, see her happy, pray for her happiness. When you think of her, when she pops in your mind, may she be happy, healthy, and thriving. I would even say that about people that would piss me off.
Hmm.
May they be happy, healthy, and thriving. But to say that for your mom, you know what I mean? So that's the part that's going to be a little bit more vulnerable for you is to get real about what you're longing as a daughter. Like, I miss you.
Hmm.
I want to see you. And if I have to go rogue and come up here without telling you, I will because I miss you. Can I request vacation days for you so that we can like have a trip and you can bring them along? I don't care. As long as I have time with you.
She has like one real day off, so I feel like I don't want to crowd her one day off.
Go and help her clean the house.
Yeah.
Help her fold clothes.
Yeah.
Bring her flowers.
She'll let my brother come for some reason. So like I've gotten so like he'll tell her he's coming and then he'll tell me and I'll go with him. I don't know why she won't let me come, but she'll let him come.
Because she feels judged by you.
Yeah, maybe.
And your brother doesn't judge her.
Mm-mm.
He's like in front of her, he's like a mama's boy. He's just all about her and him.
Mm-hmm.
But you're showing up as the therapist, as the energy healer, as the
Mm-hmm.
teacher, and she just wants her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let yourself make the request. When you see her in person, go rogue. Go in the next week. It's a holiday weekend. Go this weekend.
She's gonna be slammed this weekend.
Okay, well, just what is it? A restaurant?
Marina.
Go over there and rent a boat.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be slammed.
Or they have a restaurant. Like go over there and eat food.
Yeah, yeah.
When's your lunch break, Mom? I'm here. I'm gonna order food for us. Love on her. Now back to your Jupiter and Leo assignment. Like, I'm so happy that you're reaching this like threshold of like I'm done. I'm done with the trying to earn all the certifications to back me.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's about living and it's about saving money and having your pleasures and allowing yourself to like fully receive the life that you have versus thinking that you have to slave away and work and work and work to do all the things. Like you're good. You're good. And from that place of like fully trusting, similar coaching to what I shared with Virginia, you're going to open up the channels of creativity. You're going to get ideas. You're going to get things to say. Clients are going to come. But for this week, I just want you to like follow the yes. Follow the yes. Breathe. Allow yourself to take up space. Create like all your favorite treats, all your favorite meals. Like go outside, go into the ocean. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm. I do want to say, like, as like I was feeling deep in my scarcity, and as you were telling Virginia about like, you know, trusting God, a client just paid me money for an upcoming appointment that I didn't even ask her to. So yeah.
Dude, like if that's not a confirmation from spirit, like girl, let go. I
Mm-hmm.
got you.
Mm-hmm.
Trust. Trust the source of your abundance. I love it. Follow the yes. Be vulnerable with mom. Go over there. Don't even ask for permission. Don't compare yourself to your brother. It's a complete different relationship.
Completely different. I don't want that
Completely different.
relationship.
Like
Yeah.
all we're four and we're three girls and a boy and we're all jealous of her relationship with him.
Yeah.
And he knows it too. He's such a little asshole. Like he'll be like,
Uh-huh.
you know I'm the favorite. You know mom does what I do. So don't compare. Love on her. Do not coach her. Do not question her choices. Surrender her to spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate her. Tell her you miss her.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love these conversations. My heart is like, ta-do, ta-do. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Miss Ida.
Hey.
Mrs. Ida.
Yes.
Microphone.
So, so much from today's call just really resonated, obviously, with me. Starting off, I'll just really lightly touch on Rochelle, my client, but it was a good thing because, you asked some questions of me of what is this really about and what it's so I microdosed, a lot came up for me, but the biggest thing was this isn't really about Rochelle, it's about how I've been holding my business in my space.
Yes.
So it's about me having like defined boundaries because like just like with Rochelle, right? Really quick, she wanted product, but I was going out of town. I couldn't, I was like, these are the days you need to come because I'm leaving on this day. Well, she couldn't make it, but she had to have her products, and I need her to be on these products for her skin. And so she has a friend who referred her to me that lives here in Castro Valley. So she's like, let me call Stacy and see if Stacy can come by and pick them up. So then she texts me and says, Stacy can't come, but can you just drop them off to her? And I'm just like, I was in the middle of a service and I just looked at it. I didn't respond because my initial thought is like, what the hell? And so, but I was like, I'm like, you know what? I'm with a client. I It's gonna have to be later this evening. And then you're gonna have to deal with her and I'm gonna invoice you. And she was like, okay. Stacy said leave it on her porch. And then I'm like, whatever. So, and I know Stacy. She comes in, see me, not up. She's not a very often client, but here and there she'll come in. But anyways, that was the whole thing. But then that came up because it was like, girl, you need to start setting some boundaries. You need to really define your pricing. I'm
Mhm.
just like all over. And it's because I get stuck on, I want to make it affordable. And I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm done. I'm setting my prices. I'm like revamping my home menu. I'm just gonna have it super simple and leave it at that. And my pricing is my pricing. And I told Rochelle, you did get a discount in case you don't remember, but like I was very nice to her. I sent her a voice note versus typing it out.
Perfect.
And then I didn't respond to her and I let her know like moving forward, I will not be responding to you on my days off because that's another thing. She'll text me and it's not just her, but my other clients are fine and they'll know, hey, I know it's Sunday, so don't respond. I need to send it to you. Respond when you get back to work. But she's very just in and out. So she was teaching me a lot. And I was not trying to receive it. So but with the microdose, it like hit me hard, and then I just was like, "Whoa!" So I'm super thankful for that. I'm glad that she pushed my buttons because it really light a fire under me as to like, okay, first of all, if she wants her products, she needs to come get it, and I'm not dropping them off for her. I offered to put them in the mail, but she didn't want to pay for shipping. So it's like, what, you think I was gonna pay for your shipping? Like, it was like, are you kidding me? So, and what's funny is Stacy says, I don't know why she's complaining about product because I told her if she doesn't want this product, hang on to it. I'll get it back from you when I come back from vacation. She goes, they have money. She goes, so I don't know why she's complaining about any kind of product. They got a lot of money. And I was like, look, and I try not to be in people's pockets, but from what the way her husband and her talk, I could tell they have money. But it's like, that's not my business. But I'm like, well, that's between you guys. I'm staying out of it. So learned a lot from that. I have been working on my business part about my products, as far as my pricing. I told her moving forward, what I say the pricing is, that's what your facial is going to be. I will not be offering you a discount on products unless it's during a promotion. And then, she seemed to be fine with it. She was just like smiley face, thank you. And I swear that woman never says thank you. And she was like, thank you. I just want a discount when applicable. And I'm like, okay. You got it. No problem. I said, I love a good discount too. Whatever. No problem. So I finally moved out of that. And then I was like, okay, now I really need to set some boundaries. And I am going to do a referral program.
Mhm.
It feels right. And so I'm working on that because I'm even thinking of doing like a reward system for people who spend a certain dollar amount on products
Yes.
when they earn a little money back, and then that'll go towards their next purchase of products, like a reward type of thing. And I contacted one of my reps, Lyra, and she's really great. Her and I get along great. So she's gonna help me through it. She's like, hey, I'll get on a call with you and I'll let you know what other estheticians are doing in your area. And then you can figure out what's best for you and your business. And I was like, perfect. So we're gonna get on a call, I think, tomorrow. But other than that, I'm feeling better as far as grief. I was definitely feeling it. I'm feeling like I needed to go through that to give me the time I needed to kind of like reset myself. Um, and then when we did the receive and be seen, like the father issues for sure came up for me that time, and it's kind of been with me ever since we did that meditation and that activation. I found myself just like my dad came up, my dad, but then also my stepdad, who was a huge part of my life, right? And so it was like I found myself almost angry at both of them.
Mm.
Like I felt like I was blaming my dad for leaving and dying at an early age. And I was like, you probably could have lived longer if you would have taken care of yourself. I mean, he was 24 when he died. So it was like, it was a lot happening back then. And so, but it was like, mad at that because I was like, my brother never got to meet him because my mom was pregnant with him and she had four kids by herself. And it was like, okay. So I was a little upset about that. That kept coming up for me. And then I found myself being upset with my stepdad, who I call dad, and he's passed away. He passed away 6 months after my mom did. So there was a lot of things coming up for both of them that I found that I was very angry at both of them for. My dad leaving and also the way he, treated my mom and I was falling. And so I really connected with a lot of what you said to Sornell in that aspect because I was like, okay, you and I've talked about this and you said don't get stuck on how that was your mom's decision. So I feel like I'm really good in that area. I just feel that there was a little sadness that came along with that because I still feel like as hard as I've been working on myself, I still felt like I'm upset with them. Like I'm angry towards them and I'm angry towards my stepdad.
Yeah.
And and then I'm mad because it's like, maybe if my dad was alive, my brother wouldn't be gone at an early age, and today's Billy's anniversary of his death, and I don't like to
Mm.
focus on that because I really want to focus on our memories when he was alive, but it just feels like a little bit of a wound kind of opened up for me because it was like, God, I was starting to feel a little better off of this little grief thing. And then we went into the dad thing, and I was just like, what the heck? But it's not as bad. I mean, I do feel better. And I'm realizing that I'm still having to work out some things when it comes to both of my dads, and the whole and how everything is playing out. So I'm ready to do that part of work and I'm still doing the receive and be seen and I need to catch up on that, but I feel like it was much needed at the time to kind of move me from my mom's, my mom stuff into my dad and my brother things that are going on with me now. But overall, I feel better. And
Yeah.
I feel better about my decisions on moving forward with my business and my pricing. I don't care. It's like if you can't afford it, then you can't afford me. Where before I was like, no, let me price
I love
right.
this item, by the way.
So yeah, so I'm feeling better about that. And yeah, I feel like I'm moving the way I need to be moving. And I didn't microdose yesterday because I had to work early yesterday and then I got home late and I didn't want to interrupt my sleeping.
Yeah.
Um, but I haven't microdosed in a really long time, and I'm thinking that's probably why I felt like I was trying to talk to Mike, and I felt like my mouth wasn't moving, and then I felt like my teeth were floating, and I'm like, "What is happening?" And I told him, "You know what? I don't want to talk to you. I just need to go upstairs to my room and lay down." So he just looked at me like, "Bye," and so that's what I ended up laying down for like 30 minutes because I was like trying to fight it. And then I was trying to process whatever was downloading, and then I was like, finally, I had to surrender and just go lay down. So, yeah, why not?
I feel like in many ways you had a really big week.
I did.
From the microdosing, from the client, from like this, like even with the father and the stepdad, like there's just so many different threads, but it's very similar to Sornell. They're all connected.
Hmm.
Even with your brother's anniversary, like it's all connected. Like I really feel the ancestors are like, yes, raise your price. Yes, like you have no idea like what the raising of your price will do. It will attract even more buyers that are ready to pay that and more,
Hmm.
right? Like our prices attract a certain kind of people. I had um, a mentor of mine say to me that she would never come to my retreats
Mm.
because of the price of my retreat.
Wow.
And I said, why? And she was like, that is what I pay for one night at a hotel. And I was like, Jesus.
What?
And I was just like, but it was really a beautiful eye-opening for me, right? That your prices will attract the people that will actually appreciate the worth that you provide.
Mhm.
I know that my retreats do not take a backseat to any retreat out there in the world. Like, I know that in my core.
Mhm.
And y'all have gone to many retreats.
Yes.
And do you know how many people finagle about the price? They won't fully appreciate it if the price is the thing that they're making the thing about,
Mhm.
right? The client that she's dope, Rochelle, we love her. Great, thank you, you paid. Let's not do that again. But it's like Rochelle will never fully appreciate the service that you provide because she's focusing on the discount that she wants.
Right.
And this is for everyone. And so it doesn't make my mentor right or wrong that she'll never come to my retreats because of the price, but it's inviting me to understand that I get to create different offers that will attract different people at
Mhm.
different price points that will value the retreat in a whole new way.
Right.
It's the same with your services. I know you understand that you're providing a service. You've been trained for it. You are a master at it. You are deeply embodied in this. But you yourself are not fully understanding the value of what you provide.
Right.
Every person that goes on your table, you are healing them. They are accessing your field. You are making them feel beautiful. There are so many levels to what you do.
Mhm.
It's not just the skin. And yes, it is the skin. And so, like, I'm so excited to hear you say, I get to raise my prices. I get to create a referral program. We've been talking about this for a while.
I
But I love that you're ready now because
Yeah.
you feel so empowered about it.
Yeah.
And so like you get to do your referral, you get to have your clear pricing, you get to like I see you creating affiliates, creating the trainer programs similar for you, Kelly. Like I just feel like you both are meant to teach others. And it's like in the last year, like Spirit brought you the girl Hannah that she wanted to learn from you,
Mhm.
and it's like that's not by accident. That Spirit pinging you that this
Mhm.
is what's next.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I want you to like, yes, this is like this whole year of 2026 is all about strengthening our father gate. It's a
Mm.
year one. It's all about system, structure, foundation, root work that is solidifying a whole new foundation.
Yeah.
So this is what you're declaring about your business, and I can't be more excited and proud. Like I'm so like yes, yes, let's do this.
Yeah.
And I see it soon when you're ready, but I see it like you're gonna be creating this like train the trainer, like training estheticians, training Reiki healers, training Kelly, you know, massage therapists, training people in hypnosis. Like that is what I really feel is the next evolution in its timing. You're gonna be
Mm.
pinged. How does that feel
Yeah.
for you?
No, it feels good. No, I mean I feel good. And I know we've been talking about it a long time and here and there, but I feel like it really came to a head when Rochelle just totally triggered me. Because it's
Yeah.
like I feel like I give so much of myself to her because I've been very transparent with her since day one about her skin condition. And it's a tough one to work through, but she's been through a lot. And, now that I've got her in a program and she's been consistent, but it's like she tells me all the things about how great her skin looks, but then it's like she's never satisfied. It's just like, yeah, people compliment me all the time on my skin and this and that, even, but that's how she, ends it. But my forehead, she always points to her forehead. And I'm thinking, lady, you're 50 something years old. Like, there's a lot of contributing factors here. And then she asked me the same questions all the time. So is this the one that's going to shift this? Is this, and I'm like, oh my God. And I even asked you last time on our one-on-one coaching, like I remember this is the client I was talking about when I asked you, I'm really thinking about letting her go. Maybe I'm just not for her, because she doesn't feel like she doesn't make me feel like she's happy, but she keeps coming back, she keeps buying product, and then and then she refers her husband and her daughter here. So I'm like, okay, but you told me no, don't do that. Just keep working with her, and I have been. And when she comes, you know, I don't treat when I don't ever expect anyone to tip me. I don't. Like if they tip me, I'm grateful. It's thank you. Um, she's never tipped me since the first day she's came, and I don't treat anybody different than somebody who does. I give her the same treatment. I treat her like royalty when she comes in. And it's funny because her husband came in once and he tipped me. Right? And it was funny because I laughed because I don't expect it, but I just made me laugh so hard because I was like, this
Yeah.
is funny, right? And so, but again, I I've been giving her discounts. Even when she doesn't ask because she has been coming in so consistent. And then when I do like a $300 peel on her because I'm having multiple layers, then for some reason inside my body, I feel like, maybe I shouldn't charge her for a layer today. And then I don't, and so I'm like, that's it. This
But
stops now.
but that's the part that she's triggering. Like the way that you have been operating your business, Ida, in the last year and a half has been completely different.
Yeah,
Your consistency, your customer service, like your financial meetings with yourself, like you have
yeah,
been operating in a whole new way.
yeah,
And so now you cannot overgive because you
right,
understand, you're starting to really understand the value and the service that you provide
right.
and the
Yes.
energetic exchange. So, and this is all Fathergate stuff, by the way, all of it.
Yeah. Because when she
So,
comes in, I have to prepare myself. Like I cleanse I sage, I Palo Santo, I do everything in my room. But boy, when she leaves, and I like her, we have great conversation, we laugh. But when she leaves, I'm just like my energy, I'm like, I need
who
to
does
like,
she remind you of?
I don't know. Now I have to really think about that. But yeah, I don't know.
I feel like there's like an aunt here.
Probably my aunt Titi Tata.
Titi Tata. I love
Yeah.
that name. That's a good one.
I
I
mean,
just
my
heard
grandfather, my grandfather nicknamed all his kids. They all
the
have
merengue
nicknames.
de que
That was
"Kuriquita Kati,
Yeah, exactly. And she is like that. She's very abrupt and loud, and we have great conversation. Yeah, but she's my aunt. Don't you know? We know we don't play with Tita Tata because she's watched all of us. But maybe it's her. But like I said, when she leaves, my energy, I'm just like, like I could breathe again. And I think it's too I'm feeling the little anxiety because she almost makes me feel like I think she's challenging me. She makes me feel like I'm not trusting my work with her.
But I'm
So,
curious to see, like, where do you go in these conversations with her? Because if someone is continuously testing me as a client, I would be like, okay, who's the expert here?
yeah.
Like, I would literally challenge that in a loving way, like, okay, you hired me, let me do my job. I am the expert here.
I have. I've even emailed her. I've gone as far as giving her, like, I sent her an email and I sent her like daily mantras to do so she can look in the face in the mirror just to really like uplift herself. I've gone above and beyond. I pour all my stuff and then I even tell her, she sat here in my chair and I said, Rochelle, do you remember what I told you when you first came in to see me, your consult? She just looks at me. She kind of and rolls her eyes and she starts laughing. And I'm like, I told you that this is one of the hardest skin conditions to alleviate, and it may never lighten as much as you would like, but it will look better with time, consistency, and product. I said, and I even told you that it's a process. And even after we get your skin to look to where you're satisfied, I said, you will always have lifelong maintenance to take care of your skin with product. I mean,
This
that's just
is
where we are.
why she keeps coming
So,
back, Ida.
so, but
Because you're real, but you're also loving and you're also
yeah,
graceful.
yeah.
But you cannot take it personal.
I know, and I took it very personal, and I could tell I was in my feelings. I was angry, I was sad, I wanted to cry, I wanted to fire her. Like I went through all the emotions when she triggered me. So
But what I'm proud of you in this moment is that you're allowing her to really up level you in your service, your business.
yeah.
So, like, look at it as something that Tony Robbins calls the worthy opponent. The people that
Mm,
really trigger us, they're like the worthy opponent that are like making us better.
true. I can accept that.
So celebrate that.
Yeah.
I want to shift gears into your dad and your stepdad
Hmm.
because I really want to invite you to write a letter to them the same way that I said to Sornell.
Okay.
I just feel like there are things that you need to complete through this journaling of like things that haven't been said, things that you wish you could say, things that you want to forgive, things that you want to let go, and like clear the field with that letter, put it in your altar or burn it if you wish.
Hmm.
Um, and the last piece that I'm hearing is around your brother. Don't
Hmm.
dismiss that.
Mm.
Get him his favorite sweets or a little
Okay.
wine, whatever he liked.
Yeah.
You know, like really celebrate him like he's alive in a different
Okay.
way. And
Yeah.
so don't try to like suppress that or bury that. That's where the grief comes roaring.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, like, I know this was the day you departed, and I celebrate your life, and I honor you, and I honor your choices, and I love you, and I thank you for being my brother and for always watching out for me.
I like that. I will definitely do that. You
Yeah.
mentioned something earlier to Sarnell about a ancestor altar as well as a spirit altar. Can you tell
Yeah.
me what the, because I have an ancestor altar with like my mom, like everybody who's
Yes.
passed. So,
So I have a spirit altar where like there I'll put my deities or like pictures of me,
oh,
um,
okay.
messages, like anything that I want on that altar. Sometimes I'll put my goals or I'll have my prayer that I say
Hmm.
every day there. And then in a different place, I have the ancestor altar, and that's where I have like the pictures of the ancestors that I have passed, and I'll like bring them fruits like a few
Okay.
times throughout the month. But I
Yeah.
keep it separate because they're different energies.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then can I have the spirit altar in because my ancestor altar is outside of my bedroom, like in our hallway. But the spirit altar, is there a specific location where I should or should not have it?
I love placing it in either the east of the house, a wall that represents the east of the house, or
Mhm.
within your bedroom or your office, a wall that
Okay.
represents the east or the northeast.
Okay.
Um, I would scan it with your intuition
Okay.
and you'll know exactly where to put it. And then
Okay.
just keep it fresh, like fresh flowers or a candle. Like every time I sit by it, and I do
Hmm.
it pretty consistently every morning, I'll
Hmm.
light a candle, I'll light an incense, and I'll just like, I pray to spirit, but I also pray to the ancestors and I'll like have conversations and it's my moment with them.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Okay. I will work on that. So thank you. I
Yay!
feel complete.
I can't wait to see all that you're gonna do in your business. I feel
Okay.
like this is gonna be the start of something really epic. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I felt that energetic shift with me when I microdosed. I do have one last question. So I am working tomorrow. I have a full day tomorrow. I'm completely booked.
So good.
Yeah, so I'll be at work like at 9 in the morning, and I probably won't get home until like 5:30 p.m. with like no breaks, maybe like a 20-minute break, like for me just to sit down. But um, I'm supposed to microdose tomorrow, so I'm a
Yeah.
little hesitant. I'm just a little worried if I should maybe wait and do it Saturday because I'm off.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it Friday. I would do it Saturday. And you're gonna do it on Monday, so
Yeah,
it's don't do it Sunday because I don't want you to have back-to-back days.
right.
So you
Okay,
totally
perfect.
do it. You could do it Saturday, and you can do it
On
Monday.
Monday because
Yeah.
Monday is my day off. Okay, perfect. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Amazing call, everyone.
Yes.
This was so good.
Yes. Thank you.
I love
Love
you.
you.
Talk
Love you
to you.
guys. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.